So I just had a bit of an epiphany as I'm cutting up fruit, juicing, and whatever, standing here listening to joints on IG promoting different products uh, that basically go against big pharma and all. Like this lady just now, before I just started, I said I'm gonna do this on the whim. Right? She was promoting the hydroxy, whatever chemical that remineralizes teeth and stuff like that. And I'm listening, I'm like, oh wow, you know what I'm saying? I've been had this thought, but it really started to like upload how to articulate it for the most part, like based on other factors that I look into as far as like the system basically crumbling. Right now we're in a government shutdown. Uh, we've had the 19 hit and all that, right? So, and then everybody, a lot of people was talking about how this system is really crashing and all that. And it's like, yo, because other people that really don't feed into truth or anything, for the most part, that's still pretty much veiled, covered, or whatever, got their eyes or they third eye not really functioning or whatever, right? They'll say things like, um, damn, how this person ain't getting touched or something like that. How they allowing this person, how we know that this is because everybody, a lot of people ain't really messing with the dentist. You know, I'm staying on the dentist because of the last one that I was just watching, right? So when you getting all this stuff on how to mineralize, they're gonna capitalize off of everything that everybody's moving toward anyway. And that's how we know that this system is based only upon us uh, using our capital and stuff like that. It's not even about really about race so much like that. You know what I mean? So, of course, we know on some levels, you know, with all the propaganda still, there's still animosity for other reasons, not necessarily because of skin color. But anyway, it's mostly about the where the finances end up and who's in power based on currency, whatever, right? So people ain't going to the dentist. I don't go to the dentist. I ain't been to the dentist in a few years. I've been healing my own teeth and stuff like that. Learning how to use the clay, the benzoate clay, and the charcoal, using the coconut oil to pull, staying away from fluoride. I've been staying away from fluoride for years before I even learned about all them other stuff that helps to remineralize. I just threw I was away with the fluoride. I started out using the Tom's toothpaste and all that. Now I'm using tablets and powders and stuff like that. Before that, I was using peroxide. Sometimes just peroxide, just brushing my teeth with water and baking soda. Sometimes like that, just and learning, and then the cloves now, and learning that a lot of the bad breath comes from within. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. So these people are making a last ditch effort to get to sell you what you already basically a lot of people already knew. Being into holistic remedies and stuff like that, right? And some things that ancient practices and stuff like that, they're gonna reintroduce it as something old, so big and stuff been around, you know, and they're promoting it online mainly on the media because that's what we're all focused on these gadgets and stuff like that. And people are buying into, oh, I never heard of that, and this and that. It's like that. So many people that you come across just don't have no clue, so they're gonna buy it because a lot of people ain't really got the insurance, ain't really messing with the doctors and the dentists like that anyway. So it's like, yo, that's how these people are able to basically revamp things and sell it to us and not and tell the truth, because you got doctors up here cold telling the truth about high blood pressure and where that comes from, and medicines not really being a thing. Of course, that helps. We knew that for the longest anyway, that these medicines ain't been helping. You know what I mean? Placebo and causing adverse effects and stuff like that, spiking the issue instead of eliminating it or causing another issue. You got to be more medicated. So people are leaving these motherfuckers alone. They ain't dealing with no medical staffs and all that. Running up in no hospitals and going to the doctor. A lot of people's, of course, coming in tune, coming into alignment, and it's slowly but surely happening. But before that all crashes, they gonna make the last effort to sell these products. Basically, that grows in a lot of stuff in the backyard, or you can get from your herbalist and all this other stuff. But because but the white coats is going, they jumped on the game. They've been doing it for some time, but it's really more potent now. You know what I'm saying? I'm noticing that, but that's just that. You know what I mean? I just want to share my perspective on basically where we've been moving into, and how people could be like, yo, you know what I mean? Just going and get something from around the way, or your local, you know what I mean? You support your local herbalist and all that, and going online before y'all going into these people that's really trying to profit off of you and keep the machine still flowing, trying to be fine-tuned even though it's collapsing right up under their feet.